given this push to black boys to not worry about college and just get a trade. Why is it an either or situation when it comes to black children? Why can't they do both? Nobody tells white kids or wealthy kids to just get a trade and not worry about college. But all of a sudden, when it comes to black children, college is unnecessary. College is a scam, and their only option is to go into labor. Yes, there are honorable, high paying trades that are essential. However, when you get these trades and you're out there and you're in competition with other people for those leadership roles, 9 times out of 10, they're going to give it to the person that is college educated. Telling our boys to only get trades is not empowerment, it's limitation. All of it should be on the table. The issue isn't education, the issue is lack of opportunity, lack of resources, lack of exposure, lack of representation for black boys. And we don't fix that by removing college altogether. There's this wave and this push.
So, what this woman is basically saying, and I don't know if y'all heard that clearly or whatever, right? But what this woman is saying is she does not like the narrative. You like this, Keisha? She does like the narrative that they are pushing black boys and black children into trades. All right. I'm going to play it one more time. I'm going to play it one more time because I want to make sure that everybody that's getting in caught it. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat. I'm going to read super chats and cash apps as we go along. All right. I'm going to play it one more time and then we're going to go from there.
To black boys to not worry about college and just get a trade. Why is it an either or situation when it comes to black children? Why can't they do both? Nobody tells white kids or wealthy kids to just get a trade and not worry about college. But all of a sudden, when it comes to black children, college is unnecessary. College is a scam, and their only option is to go into labor. Yes, there are honorable, high paying trades that are essential. However, when you get these trades and you're out there and you're in competition with other people for those leadership roles, 9 times out of 10, they're going to give it to the person that is college educated. Telling our boys to only get trades is not empowerment, it's limitation. All of it should be on the table. The issue isn't education, the issue is lack of opportunity, lack of resources, lack of exposure, lack of representation for black boys. And we don't fix that by removing college altogether. There's this wave.
All right. So let's have a conversation about it. All right. A lot of y'all are saying she doesn't know what she's talking about. Cap, unhealthy, chick, stay in your lane. I see what she's saying, but things are changing. I have to disagree because I teach at a mostly black A B school. The females want to be nurses and doctors. Some of the men want to go to trade schools because they don't want the debt. She don't know about trade money. They say chick looking into race, looking too much into race. It's bigger than that now. Class warfare is ongoing. Cap, majority of the builders of society are white men who have trades. What is she talking about? Trade schools are good. She don't know what she talking about. Oh, this lady forcing her son to go to college. I think it depends on the degree that you get. My dad said trade. My mom my dad said trade. My mom said college. Azriel says side note because colleges and universities have lesser enrollment. It's easier to get accepted if you apply. Just choose a worthwhile major. All right. Well, let's have a conversation. I'm gonna give you all my opinion. I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. This is why I like including and one of the things that's beautiful about this show is that I'm very inclusive as far as understanding that you guys are my co-hosts. Keisha says she's right, AD. Including you guys as my co-hosts on the show. All right. And this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to drop the link in the chat, and I'm not gonna pull y'all up as far as like visibility, but I am going to allow for you guys. I'm going to take 3 people. All right. Certain subjects, we're going to remix the show a little bit. I'm going to take 3 people. I'm going to give y'all a minute and a half to 2 minutes to express your thoughts, and then I'm kicking you back down. So anybody that has an opinion on this, I'm gonna allow for you to come up and say your piece and then and dip. You're not gonna be on camera, any of that. All right. I want to start getting y'all thoughts. You don't have to get on camera. I'm not gonna bring y'all up on camera. I just dropped the link in the chat. If anybody has an opinion on trades versus college based off of what this woman said, let me know. Come on up, give me your thoughts. I'm gonna give y'all a minute and a half to 2 minutes to get your thoughts off, okay? All right, I'm picking first three that come up. I'm gonna give y'all your thoughts. Kaylin, can you hear me, Kaylin? Kaylin, are you there? Can you hear me?
What's good, AD? How you doing, bro?
What's going on?
Yeah, I can hear you, brother. Can you hear me?
Turn your YouTube down and only listen to me through the link.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Turn your YouTube down and only. All right, you dipped. All right, I'm gonna go with P Vincent. P. You hear
Hi.
me,
Hi,
babe?
Anton. How are you?
I'm doing well. Can you give me
Good.
your thoughts on this? What do you think about trades versus college?
Oh, absolutely. So I don't want to be on screen, but I appreciate the opportunity. Yes, I do think that African American, are we talking about just children or African American children?
Well, she was talking about black boys in particular.
Okay, so I'll speak to Black boys. I absolutely do believe that they should go into the trade program, and here's why. I'm in a professional degree. I'm an attorney, so I've had extensive education. The level of I think that the tides have shifted. In other words, I think that it's more long term, the longevity of being able to be resourceful and be able to work with your hands. I cannot over or understate the importance of that. My father drove a garbage truck to actually put me through law school. And so it's nothing to be ashamed of. There are so many trades out there that right now, like welders, for example, some of these trades actually, if you excel and you do well and you learn the trade, you can open your own business and you get to the point where you're making the six figures. And I think that we've lost that concept as a community. There's no such thing as if it's lawful work. I don't believe that there's anything that we should be ashamed of. And I don't think that we should be ashamed of telling our sons how to be able to work with their hands, have a very strong work ethic, be resourceful, and to actually go into areas where the market is. Now, of course, if they are going to go to school, they have to go debt free. Okay. And they have to go into a STEM program: science, technology, engineering, math. That's it. Any other degree is worthless. I will say that again. Any other degree is worthless because there's so much you can do right now. Even in Chat GPT, you can Google and say, what should I do if I run into the back of someone's car? And it can really give you some helpful information to kind of shoot you in the right way. Or what if I'm experiencing these symptoms? You can kind of figure out on your own, at least generally, and you take that information to your medical provider. I know personally that in the hospital industry right now, that they are downsizing hospitals and that doctors who are specialists are being let go. I know this for a fact. So just because you're a professional and you're doing all these different things, I think that you need to look at in terms of your next generation, how to best prepare them for the market that is here already. I think that trades is the way to go. So thank you. I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Did you say something? Well,
Perfect, perfect, perfect. I appreciate you.
no problem. Take
I
care.
appreciate you. Thank you, P.
Bye bye.
I'm gonna get two more people and then I'm gonna clear out the back. I'm gonna go back to Kaylin. Kaylin, can you hear me?
What's up, bro? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Give me your thoughts in less than 2 minutes.
I got you, brother. First, I appreciate you, my brother. You're a beast. So personally, big thing is independence. As an entrepreneur, I'm not necessarily in the trades, but I did build my skill set in sales, and it's been very profitable. My wife, stay-at-home mom, she actually messaged me this morning saying that if I wasn't an entrepreneur, we wouldn't even be able to afford the lifestyle we have. I have no debt. My income continues to grow as my skill set of being independent continues to increase. So I really think the way to go is to, go into the trades for independence as well as income growth potential. So,
I'm with you. I appreciate you, Kevin. Thank you for tapping in, bro.
all right, brother.
I'm gonna go with one more. I'm gonna go with Graham Lynch, and then I'm gonna get y'all integrated into the show. We're gonna do this in a new format. I'm gonna test some things out. Graham, what's your thoughts, big dog? Less than 2 minutes.
Hi, Anton. Appreciate you. I'm calling for a different perspective. I'm in Canada, so I watch you every day. My ex actually is a comp manager. She makes like 120 grand. Did many years in school. I'm a delivery driver, packages, Amazon, stuff like that. So I listen to you every day when I drive. So I appreciate your content. I made 110 grand. I just needed a license. So
Wait,
you
you make
don't
110. You said you make 110 grand.
yes, just delivering packages. All I
And what
needed
is
was a
your
license. My wife is a comps. She has her CPA. She's a manager at school.
And she makes 120.
120.
So to combine, you guys make 230.
No, we're divorced now, but I'm
Oh, okay,
just
okay, I
saying
got you.
that.
That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. She
Go ahead.
went
I'm
through
sorry.
school for years and years. I'm making 120. All I needed was a license, a
Okay.
clean record, and I made like 110.
Okay.
So trade, especially in Canada, trade is something they're looking for. Building houses, mechanic, welders, even doing you're in construction, so taping. Guys who do taping here make $56 an hour just to tape. So yeah, is trade is much cheaper than spending a lot of money in college and you never know what you could do. If you're good, some people are good with books, some people go with their hands. I'm good with my hands. There's no fault either side. You just have to go with what you're good with. That's it. But I appreciate all your thing all day and all the truck drivers out there. Keep the good work up.
Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you, Graham. All right. So I got to clear out the back. I'm going to clear out the back. All right. Just because I wanted to get y'all thoughts. And throughout the show, maybe every one or two subjects, I'm going to ask the audience what their thoughts are. And I'm going to give y'all 1 to 2 minutes to be able to get y'all thoughts on specific subjects because I don't want to operate in an echo chamber. I love the chat. I also love reading y'all chats and having conversations with y'all. And so what I want this to do is I want this to be a more interactive show on certain subjects because I want to get y'all opinion. And I think that this is bigger than me. I think that this show is more than just me giving my opinion. This show is y'all show. All right. This is the show because y'all been asking me, Anton, we want to give our thoughts. We want y'all to come, we want to be able to come up. We want to say what we want to say. Okay, well, the Millionaire Morning Show is where, since it's just me, it's going to be me and you. All right. So every other subject, I'm going to make sure that y'all get your thoughts off. If y'all have disagreements, you'll be able to voice it here. If you have things that you actually agree with or you want to give a different perspective, this is where you're going to be able to voice it. I don't want this to just be me giving reactions, interactions, and that's it. I want y'all. If your mama disagree with me, if your grandfather say, Anton, you an idiot, if y'all actually want to give some additional context that I'm not familiar with in the city that I'm reacting to, I want y'all to say it here. All right, room 9, we got a lot of people that give their opinion. Anton Daniels, we got a lot of people that give their opinion. I want y'all to give y'all opinion here, so I'm gonna be integrating y'all into the show, and I'm gonna be testing some things out. So bear with me, but this is what we're gonna rock with. This is what my opinion is. After hearing y'all opinion, after hearing what she says, this is what my opinion is. I believe that you have to know who your child is. I believe, let me say it again, that you have to know who your child is. For example, I don't think that college alone is the play. I don't think that trades alone is the play. I think that we have to have more people going into trades because it is the space that we'll probably get more successful people that otherwise would just be fiddling and twiddling their thumbs in college. But I think that we have to be more specific. I almost believe it's almost like arranged marriage, right? But when we're talking about it from a business perspective, we need to start handpicking. And there's movies where they say, hey, listen, we tested you. You are better over here. We tested you. You are better over here. And of course, you're going to have the anomalies. The problem with our society and our culture is that we are one trick pony. And we always think that if this person or these people make a mistake and they get a bunch of student loans and they do something that they're not supposed to do, then it's, well, college is bad and student loans are a scam. No, it's not. No, it's not. There are a segment of people that would be great and successful when they pick certain curriculums and fields that they would be great at. And then there's a segment of people that is phenomenal, and that dude is supposed to be a lineman. And this person is supposed to be an HVAC technician. And this person is supposed to be an electrician. And this guy, he's special. He's going to be a politician. And we need to be focused on pushing and grooming him and ensuring that we protect his innocence so that he don't mess up. We have to be, our responsibility as a society and as a community is to be more hands-on and less divisive, less hateful, and more intimate. I think that that's the best word, more intimate with handpicking our children and saying, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're going to do, and this is what you're going to do. Because we know them better than they know themselves. My family knew what my path was, and they literally ensured and groomed me for the path that I was going to be on. All right, I'll give you all an example, and then I'm going to bring it back to the careers. My father, this is why it's important to have fathers in your life. My father understood my boxelitis. we going to have a real conversation, right? My father understood my boxelitis. And so they were very, very vigilant in putting into me, Anton, we don't have children out of wedlock. We don't do this. We don't do that. I know that you love the girls and all of this other stuff, but if you're gonna be out here in these streets, you're gonna have to marry her. So in a way, they not only gave me standards, but they protected me from myself. They protected me from myself by saying, listen, you're going to do the right thing, and this is the framework that you do it in. So it ensured that I never found myself a victim of family court. I never then messed up what my path was going to be when it came to success. I was then able to use myself as an example to illustrate how you're supposed to move as a man because I had a strong father in my life. But I don't think that only extends to relationships. And we spend so much time focused on relationships that we're not spending time understanding who our children are, developing their character, and then pushing them in a certain direction that they're supposed to go in. So I think that there are so many different paths, and we have to handpick our children and say, this is how you're supposed to move. Some people are supposed to go into trades. More people than not would probably be more successful than being in a trade. But it is some people that's supposed to be an attorney, and it's other people that are supposed to be, a mayor, and it's other people that's supposed to be a civil engineer, and it's other people that's supposed to be a mechanical engineer, and there's other people that are supposed to be, an AI machine learning engineer and a prompt engineer. So I don't think that. I think that the real problem is that we keep saying yes or no instead of saying, okay, who is supposed to go down this path and who is supposed to go down that path. And part of the problem with our culture and our society is that I believe that we keep telling everybody to dream instead of telling everybody to be practical. And if you want to live your dreams, then you do so after you take care of your responsibilities. Do what you want after you take care of your business. And if what you believe that you're great at supersedes what you're currently doing, then we can justify that that makes sense. But everybody ain't supposed to be a rapper. We keep selling everybody on ball players, rappers, scammers, and that. That's it. That's all we sell people on. All right, you think you great? Well, you do it after you do your 40 hours. Do it on the weekend. Do it after you get off of work. If you love it so much, then okay, you're supposed to be a superstar afterwards. And let your talent overwhelm your practical job or whatever it is that you do to bring resources in. Otherwise, some of us are supposed to just be whatever it is that we can be, and we can be super successful as a result of it. Some of us don't even need to start our own business when it comes to engineers or electricians and HVAC technicians. Some of y'all just need to, you ain't good as a business person. You just need to be doing whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. This morning, I had a HVAC technician come in. I had the heater under my desk because I couldn't get an HVAC technician in here to fix the heat in here over the last couple of days. Because I called him over the weekend because I came in here on Sunday on a live stream and I said, man, what's wrong with the air? And so I wind up calling the guy. He came, he said, all right, I can't get there till Tuesday. So I'm sitting up here with a space heater. I door dashed a space heater in here. I didn't even know you can door dash a space heater. I door dashed a space heater. He came in this morning. He said, oh, okay, well, listen, I went up on the roof. The belt was loose. I had to do all of the different belts. That's why I was making so much noise. And I changed all of the filters. I did this. You good. You shouldn't have no more problems. Gladly willing to pay him. Gladly willing to pay him. Whatever he asked, I was willing to pay. I don't think that there's a year that goes by that I don't, in some form, way, or shape, or fashion, interact with an HVAC technician outside of building houses, because it's going to be a rental property. It's going to be this commercial building. It's going to be something that breaks now, and I got to get them up in here because I'm not going on that roof. So yes, it's an opportunity across the board. I think that we just have to be a lot more vigilant. We have to be a lot more vigilant in what we do to justify whether or not you should go to college or go into a trade.